Hey guys, how you doing? I'm doing okay. In this short little video, I'm going to talk about something that um, I've been hearing a lot of, and it has to do with white shaming. Now, this seems to be a cancer in our society of criminalizing the Caucasian community. And this is the most anti-American, absurd thing I've ever heard. And I grew up in a world where racism did not exist, except in small little subcultures that had absolutely no power at all. Because everybody pretty much thought as I did. We were all colorblind. And we didn't care about identity. We didn't care about that, whether you were black, white, Asian, right-handed, left-handed, blue eyes, brown eyes, dark hair, blonde hair, red hair, bald, tall, short, fat, thin, indifferent. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. Because identity is irrelevant. It's what's character. Character is what makes the person. And so I started hearing about this white shaming business recently, and I was really stunned because I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Oh yeah, I heard from George Jefferson and Archie Bunker on All in the Family, but like I said, to me that was like a very tiny minority, the subculture that has absolutely no power at all. And it was evidence of that because no matter where Archie or George encountered, wherever he went, wherever either of them went to, they were confronted with a world that was not racist. The whole world was normal, and they were basically a fish out of water. There was nobody really who shared their views. You know, a woman can, uh, um, 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 Edith's best friend couple, Lorenzo's, where he's a chef, he's a master chef, and she's a mechanic, you know, and where Archie, one of Archie's good friends at the bar, he's gay and he looks like a man's man, you know, and somebody who appeared gay wasn't. So all the stereotypes and were all just thrown into the garbage. And there was nothing wrong with anything. Anything. And I didn't understand a lot of what Archie said. You know, when Irene Lorenzo, you know, was told to be Catholic, and Archie said, well, I wouldn't like her even if she belonged to the right church. And when I first heard that, I thought, I didn't even know there was a right or wrong church. You know, it's like, I don't even know what a church was. I mean, I've heard about churches, sure, but I didn't know what a church was. I didn't know anybody could belong to the right or wrong one. So, I didn't care for Barack Obama, and I thought, hey, you know, it's a good, you know, trendsetter that now we have a black president. and I didn't know I really didn't know the man until two things occurred. when Trayvon Martin was killed, um, President Obama said, "I feel your pain just as if he was my own son." I thought that was very presidential. Very presidential. But then when that uh, uh, journalist was beheaded by ISIS, I expected President Obama to express outrage, utter outrage, that this would happen to a member of our family, our American family. And he didn't. He said nothing. He had no reaction. I was like, are you kidding me? What is there something wrong with Obama? Why is he outraged? Why isn't he outraged? Because I was outraged that an American citizen was beheaded alive for all to see, and he wasn't outraged like all of us were. That's when I thought something is wrong here. Something's wrong with this picture. Because for Obama to express deep grief for Trayvon Martin and make a comment that it's as if that Trayvon Martin was his own son, but he had no feeling at all when those two journalists were beheaded by ISIS live. I was like, are you kidding me? Isn't he aware of what happened? Maybe he didn't know it happened. But apparently, I guess he did, because there were those who had the same reaction I did, that Obama had no reaction to the images of those journalists beheaded by ISIS. I thought, oh my God, there's something very wrong with this man. Race never even played a part in it. Not one. Not one. Not once. Not once did race play a part of it, or ethnicity play a part in it. Not once. At all. And now that we had signs, when I first heard the sign of it's okay to be white, my reaction was, who the hell said it wasn't? I thought that was the most absurd thing. It's okay to be white? What the hell does that mean? Why would that be an issue? Because I grew up in a world where racism did not exist. And it still befuddles me to this day. Every time I hear about the condemnation of Caucasians, that if you're white, if you're Caucasian, you are at a disadvantage. I said, are you serious? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone or something like that. Or maybe on a parallel Earth with the Sliders. Quinn Mallory and Professor Arturo and Rembrandt. Yeah, we're not on Earth Prime anymore. Somehow we slid into a parallel Earth, because this is not the Earth I recognize. Where being the skin you're born with, it's just, and to feel that shame involved, it's like, are you serious? It's like we're going the other direction. First, the people of color were at a disadvantage. And now, after that's been all resolved, and now there's equality among the races, and nobody sees race anymore, and we're all brothers and sisters together in one American family, and now they start this crap up again, but except on the other side. What the hell? Who hijacked American society? Who made up these rules? Whoever made up these rules really shouted fire in a crowded theater where there is no fire. Because whoever made up this rule should be charged with that. Whoever was the first to make up this rule, that you should be ashamed of being Caucasian. And we shouldn't need a statement, it's okay to be white. That is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Really, it's just, I'm just at a loss. It's just so absurd. So anyway, that's my thought on the issue, and white shaming. Oh, that's such a joke. To apologize for being Caucasian? Are you serious? And that if you're a white person, Caucasian, you, it just doesn't resonate. It's the most absurd thing. It's like as if I said I'm a fish and I have gills, okay, and I might as well be. In this society, I might as well be a fish out of water. You know, I'm a fish. I have gills, but I could survive on land. Now, might as well say the same thing about it's okay to be white. It's just absurd. It's just so absurd, you know. It's like I said the other day about, or the other video I said about the sky being purple plaid. You know, it's like the sky is purple plaid, and leaves are blue, grass is orange. The sky is polka dot or stripe. I don't know. Make up whatever you want to make up. It's all crap to me. You know, hey, you might as well say the sky is purple plaid. It's the same nonsense about this white shaming. It's just ridiculous. It's absurd. And whoever made this up should be ashamed of himself or herself, because nothing could be further from the truth. So, anyway, that's all I want to say about that. Just the absurdity of it all. So, anyway, take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you soon. Okay, take care.